Day 3 on the road.
So the goal today is to go to Ol Jogi Conservancy and to camp there for the night. But we're receiving conflicting information even though we did book yesterday. So we are almost there and we'll hope for the best because we don't really have a plan B.
And most places you have to pre-book. So let's see.
Just arrived at Ol Jogi Conservancy's main gate. There's a lot of confusion. They're not sure. They're saying there is a campsite, so I'm a little confused why they wouldn't want to let us stay. I mean, we'll pay for the stay, but she's making phone calls.
The conservancy that we came to, Ol Jogi, they're saying they do have campsites inside though. And the guy that I spoke to yesterday said too as well.
Just one night. Yeah, we want to just drive through the park. Then tonight, wherever you say is acceptable inside to camp, we pay for a ranger to stay with us if you want us to, or we pay for a ranger and he doesn't stay with us. It's also okay.
When we arrived, you told us that there's a campsite inside. So I just don't understand why we just can't pay to go in and stay. So Ol Jogi is a no-go, even though they said yes over the phone yesterday. We don't really have a plan B. So right now we're Googling what's around. Hopefully we're gonna find a plan B. Fingers crossed. Update. It's been over an hour, still no solutions. We made phone calls, we're waiting for call back, and we're gonna try to figure out what it is. But in the meantime, it's lunchtime, so we're gonna make sandwiches right here across the street from Ol Jogi, where we really wanted to go, but apparently can't go, so. Okay, so we were able to sort out our accommodation. Welcome back in the front of the truck, Tracy.
Thank you very much.
So it's just under an hour away, so we're gonna do a little game drive first inside of Ol Jogi, even though out of principle I'm kind of mad at them because they kind of messed up our day, saying yes you can camp here, no you can't, yes you can, no you can't. But anyway, Ol Jogi seems like a very beautiful conservancy, so even though it's the middle of the day, I'm gonna hope for the best and yeah, go for a little safari drive.
I'm hot, I need some breeze in here.
Okay, gentlemen, start your engine.
Update number 2, final update of Ol Jogi, and then we'll put it aside. So basically we found another campsite, we told them that, we went to go in for a game drive, and at that point they called the office and the office is refusing us entry because they don't trust that we're not going to camp in there. So we were denied access to Ol Jogi.
So I'm probably never going back there ever again.
We are quite not happy about it.
Management team wasn't very helpful. That's the end of it, because we're a positive channel.
And
so
we found a campsite.
Yeah.
And I think you guys will know where this is. To be honest, I'm kind of excited to go there.
Well, at least we're going to be able to
because the day's going upwards now like this.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to do some game drives, so I'm happy about that.
So we're almost there. Oh, I see a camel. I see lots of camels. Let's see if I can show you. Hold on.
We are in Ol Pejeta, and wow, that was an easy process. Ol Pejeta, big thumbs up.
You know what? I have to say they do run smooth.
Yeah, so let's go to the campsite and figure out the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You know, I love the adventure, so trust me, this is not me complaining, I'm loving this, but we're just following all the signs to go to Luray Campsite, right? We followed, the ranger told us to go that way, we saw signs to go that way, now there's a river. So we call the main office, they're like, no, don't cross. Adam and I still wants to cross, but we won't.
They're gonna send the rangers just
we're just trying to figure out where it is. They're saying you should see firewood and a green structure. The only thing I see is a buffalo.
There are a lot of buffaloes, which means, hey guys, just
don't
go
sleep
close
here.
To buffaloes,
yeah.
Just saying.
But technically, this should be the campsite, so I'm waiting for help.
So we just arrived at our campsite, O'Leary, something like that. Anyways, it's big enough to fit the 2 trucks, which is fantastic. Looks really cool. We debated on trying to put them here, but we think with rainy season it's a little bit too close to the riverbed. So we're gonna kind of position them around the fire and everything, transfer stuff out of that truck into here, and go for a game drive, because it's not a safari camping experience without a game drive.
Okay, so I'm impressed by Ol Pejeta Campsite because it's literally in the wild. Like, we walked in front of drove in front of buffaloes and stuff. There's a sign saying hippos and crocs, be careful. But there's a bathroom right there. There, it comes with some firewood. You get a fireplace, a lot of space, plenty for 2 cars. I would say even like 4 or 5 cars if you really want to. So Tracy's like, who wants some wines? She's in that mood. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day, guys. Even though, you know, after that Ol Jogi experience, go Ol Pejeta.
Let's go for a game drive. Something we've actually never filmed, we've seen it before, but is the rhino cemetery. So these are all the rhinos that were, I don't think all of them were poached, but most of them were poached here in Ol Pejeta. So it's kind of, I don't know, poaching, and us as humans, we have some work to do.
On another note, this vlog is about to get very interesting because this storm looks like it's coming. We gotta set up camp.
Maybe we should head back and set up now, so we're not setting up.
Go camping, they said. Part of the adventure. We can hear the thunder, so let's hope for the best. Let's put the camp up as fast as we can.
Just keep an eye out, there are buffaloes right there.
There are buffaloes right there apparently.
So let's keep an eye out.
Let's stay in one piece and wet, not wet.
Not
and dry.
wet,
that would be like win-win. Okay, so right now it's raining a lot.
So we made an executive decision. We're gonna leave the tents down because it looks like it'll be like an hour and a half, 2 hours max. It's only 5:30, 7:30. I think we'll be good. So we're gonna keep some wood underneath the trucks to make sure it's dry.
And we're gonna start prepping food.
Yeah.
And there's a double rainbow there.
Just because it's raining doesn't mean you can't have fun.
Adventure.
Remember that.
Or adventure.
Okay, put up, gotta get food.
Okay, the rain is slowly slowing down, but it's still raining. Tracy's having a great time.
I am, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm ready to make food.
She's just always hungry. Okay, so on the menu tonight, pasta, that's just boiling water, but it's gonna be a ragu with chunky sauce, parmesan, and romano with other natural flavor. Perfect. And just like that, it is no longer raining. How great is that? And because this sounds like the manly thing to do, I'm gonna help Adam make a fire.
Man, make fire.
Man, fire. Just like that, made fire. Men, good, hot,
Manly man.
protect woman. Something else I really love about those Sunworld trucks is the external lighting. So there's a light there and there's another light on the side there. LED provide just enough light, to be honest, like everything you need around the truck. And there's also lights inside, and all those lights are actually connected to an auxiliary battery. That means that like you can leave them like, you know, for hours and you'll be good to go to start your truck in the morning because 2 batteries. Tracy up there is getting pretty good at setting up the tent, but sadly she doesn't come with the truck if you rent it. That being said, you can get a guide with the truck that will help you set out everything every single night, so keep that in mind.
So it's night 3 of our camping, our last night with Ina and Adam. So we're gonna pop some Prosecco, and also it's raining. We had an interesting day. I think this is warranted. Ready? You know I hate doing this. It's not too bad. I'm getting better at it.
Radio Tracy. Yeah.
Ah! This is perfect. Setting up camp in the rain food. Just saying.
We're all drinking our sparkling from these orange cup, but Queen Ina, she's drinking from this here.
Fancy.
So fancy.
So David. So fancy. Thanks to our friends at Gravel, we have a layover blanket, and it's a travel blanket. And if you can see, this is why. Look how small it is. Look how big my normal blanket is that I bring everywhere with me. So that goes in there. Out comes the travel blanket. The one thing I love about this is there's multiple ways to wear it as well. Great quality, nice and warm. We've been using it over like the last 3 days here on our safari trip. But one of the cool ways to wear it is, see these little pockets right here? You can put your feet in there on the airplane and use it as a blanket on the plane. My favorite way currently is just in front of the campfire. So if you want to check them out, check out the link down below. So we're at the riverbank because we heard some splashing. Well, Adam heard something splash. And then we come down. We're like all with our lights right on the edge of the bank, right beside that sign that says beware of crocs and hippos. So probably not the smartest move, but hey, it's our campsite.
So right now we're trying to minimize the use of light, because as soon as you turn the light on, all those buggies, they come right to your face. Okay, good night, guys. Bye.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
Night.
See ya.
Time to set up our bed.
Even though we're having fun on our little camping adventure, I cannot wait to take a proper shower. It's been over 3 days. Not my personal record. I've been on camping for longer than that before, but wipes is the best option right now. Well, this day ended up much better than it started.
It was an actually great day. Once we
Yeah.
got into Ol Pejeta, it was fantastic. And I have to say, I'm kind of sad this is our last night.
Yeah.
Because like third night, you have the routine of the tents and everything, so it's like...
As much as the first night, it was really
Hard.
long and complicated to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
everything this up. Now we have it down to a science, and like we can do it like
It
pretty
took like
fast.
literally 15 minutes
Yes.
this last time.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. We're going to enjoy the last night. We hear the river around. We're going to sleep great.
Tomorrow
That's
morning,
what
one last breakfast in the wild, probably mini game drive while getting out of Ol Pejeta. But yeah, not done yet.
No.
But let's go to bed with the river in the background. I think tomorrow morning, like waking up, putting like we're gonna be able to like see the river, the sun, and everything straight from here. So that's gonna be
Yes.
very nice. Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Bye. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Good morning. Just woke up. It is a little covered this morning, but still it is so cool to wake up just by the river. I feel like I could just like jump in it straight from the tent. Not that I would, but still very cool. Well, it is quite chilly this morning compared to the 2 other mornings. I have to like hold my overnight oats with my sweater because it's too cold.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a more in-depth tour of the truck and the tent and everything, because when we did it last time, it was a little bit rushed in the previous video, so let's go. In here, which has served us very well, we have a decent-sized fridge. And actually, this is running off an inverter, which is the best thing ever, so it still runs overnight. Honestly, like we parked at 5 yesterday, 7:30, it's still running, plus we're charging things there, which is fantastic. So lots of storage. Excuse the mess. It's camping. It's camping. Come this way, and then in the back, you can see all of the storage. So we have a bedding bag, cabinet in there that has your cutlery boxes, everything you basically need. We put our food in there. There's even a toilet tent, excuse me, that we don't want, like we haven't set that up because there really hasn't been a need. Like the bushes are fine. It's the same thing. Couple chairs, our gas stove, of course a tow rope just in case. Then at nighttime, you can put the lights on inside. 2 spare tires, of course. You never know when you're gonna need those. Pretty much the same thing here. It's locked right now, but it's just a storage area. One important thing, you do have some water there. So for your dishes and everything, it's just hooked up to the back of the truck. So let's go show you, in my opinion, the star of the truck. That is the tent up top. So you have a ladder. Up we go. And this is our tent. It fits 2 people, extremely comfortable. There's so much more room than I thought. That's great. So as you can see, this is our tent, and it actually folds. So you'll see when I pull it down, but you just pull this, flops on top of itself, strap it up, good to go. So thank you to Sunworld Safari for lending us this truck, making our wild camping dreams come true, because I love camping. And last night we just camped on the little river here in Ol Pejeta. They just have to tuck it in, cover it up, good to go.
There's even a radio. Kuja, kuja. If you know, you know. Apparently it means welcome. Guides are always saying that on the radio. So. The buffaloes are approaching, it's time to leave.
We have to do it again, and maybe we'll do like far aside, now that we know how the trucks are running and stuff. Alright, so that concludes our 3-day road trip.
Yeah, sadly we didn't get lucky with the animals getting out of the park, but it's kind of a gloomy day. I wanted to stay in bed too.
Yeah, 100%. A huge thank you to Sunworld Safari for lending us the trucks, the camper trucks.
Yes.
All their information will be linked down below. And other than that,
check out our merch and see you
in the next one.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just woke up. Good morning, good morning. Okay, go. Say what?
Whatever you want.
Cool, cheetah, like cheetah.